is a HIV Prevention Leadership Summit for young people and by young people. And the theme is the future we want and the action we need. And basically what we want to achieve is trigger the passion, the activism of young people to lead the discourse of health for themselves and also as well as for what is shaping the country, a discussion about universal health access. In particular, in the HIV area, we are concerned that we continue to realize that the epidemic is disproportionately affecting young people, and especially the younger ones, 10 to 19. We want to work with the older ones and the younger ones just to put a united force to ensure that when we're talking about 19 to 24-year-old, that we are actually speaking of solutions led by them and with them so that we can actually see the end of AIDS. We also want at the same time to work with the young people to look at other systemic factors such as sexual and gender-based violence. We also want to look at adolescent pregnancies and alcohol and drug and substance abuse as some of the challenges that we are seeing driving the HIV epidemic among young people. So our theme is basically talking about young people not just as receivers of services, but as the agents of change that will transform the entire HIV movement, but also the entire health frontier and development agenda of this country.
Our aim as the NSCCC is to equip young people with skills not just in HIV and SRH, but also life skills that are going to help them be better for today, better for tomorrow, and to reduce their vulnerabilities.
From the panel today, I've realized that the youth feel that there's a lot of resistance, especially from us who have been there for the longest. And the one thing that came out clearly was we need to harness the values of humility, inclusivity, courage to be corrected, and for people to open up spaces for them to share what they really want us to do for them, and some of the changes that we must also make as we push ourselves out of the work industry to enable them be leaders.
Very exciting that we have strong panelists giving us very interesting experiences, very informed experiences, valuable information on how to be a leader.
The most interesting thing that came off the session was really the need to involve more young people in decision making and lead and in part of leadership, just to make sure that we are protecting young people, taking care of young people, and that possibly these conversations need to be had more often and in smaller settings across the country, because the issues are so very different and they all need to be heard and have tailor-made solutions for them.
But what was even more important for me was the energy in the room from the young people that are representing the entire country. I mean, message yao ni moja tu. Don't let our generation teach you fear. Don't let our generation teach you fear. Do not let us despise you. It's your time. You're here to change the game like we changed the game for our time. So, Yani, go out there and conquer your spaces fearlessly. Each of you is unique.
The young people are able to draw aspirations from all angles, not only from the old, the middle, but also to those whom they relate with, their age mates.
If you're a youth out there, na kama uko na hamu ya kuanza drugs, just don't start, because hakuna life nzuri kwa drugs. It's no good life. Just make sure you live a life that is drug-free and be a person of your own, stand with your own grounds. Just be principled.
My favorite part of this summit was getting to hear people who have advanced in age and advanced also in their careers talk about what they love. They're doing something that they are passionate about. I guess that's the best takeaway I've gotten. To see people, they don't care about their paycheck, and you can tell, we attend these youth summits so much, and you can tell whoever is genuinely in love with what they are doing and people who are just doing it for the check.
We've had discussion about peer-to-peer engagement in terms of HIV. So it was amazing having young people raising their voice, how they want innovative ways and how we can work together as a team.
And I really loved the fact that this pre-conference has given us an opportunity to network, to interact and learn from each other. But furthermore, it's also an opportunity for us to build something together as young people, and also, have an opportunity to make the world a better place.
My take home with the 2 days that we have had is how we are going to prevent HIV and AIDS, and how we are going to support each and every child outside there, like ensure like each and every child is supported.
And there's one thing I'm taking home about financial planning. We as youth, we should learn how to save. First of all, you have to pay yourself first. You have to value yourself. The value you give yourself matters a lot in terms of your business, your career, wherever you're employed.
One of my take-home messages is that I do not have the pleasure of being young forever.
I've also learned a lot of lessons for us to pick up as programmers moving forward on areas of need. And just thank you all for your participation. To all our wonderful partners who have come through for us, thank you so much, and we look forward to future engagements with you. Thanks.